Says I'm live straight away. What the heck? Is it really live straight away? I don't believe it. Anyway, hello everyone. Let's do it. We've got some really good, interesting news about to happen. First of all, I want to show you a T-shirt that actually cost $850,000. It's the genuine McCoy. Oh, Goliath. Whoops. Where is it? There. Goliath Ventures. And on the back, which you probably won't be able to see, Goliath Ventures. Oh, now, why did I show you that T-shirt? Now, I don't know if you can hear me properly, but this is my microphone and I haven't got a cable and I'm not home. I'm working off a laptop at the moment. So here I am, ready or not, hoping that the sound is good. And I don't really have any way of finding out whether the sound is good except listening in the chat room. But we've had some major developments with Goliath Ventures today. There is actually a federal case happening and I want to make sure everyone's happy. So just before I get going, I've got messages coming in. Thank you very much. And I don't even know if this is live, and I don't have any way of testing it. Yes, I do. I am live. So I'm relying on bad quality internet, which is really good. I'm just going to check my sound before I spend all day talking to myself. And I don't even know how to do that. Have we got a good sound? Oh, here we go. What's this button do? Let's have a listen. And I don't even know if this is live. I'm fine. Oh, that's great. Well, there we go. That's not too bad. But I have a pretty good setup at home, and I haven't got my home stuff here. Major stuff, right? So let's stick to script, Danny. First of all, I want to say hello, everybody, which I've already said. I've showed you my T-shirt. Here's a quick, important update, which it is. Since I first started warning you, because I've had this written because I haven't had time to do it. So this is what I've been told to say by Grok, and I'm using Grok at the moment. Since I had my since I've started warning about Goliath Ventures back in September 2025, I think it was actually the 1st of September when I first got my first email from somebody saying, "Is this a scam?" And it is. I've been saying it wasn't legitimate. It wasn't a legitimate DeFi joint venture for a long time, haven't I? It was a Ponzi scheme. And if you don't know what a Ponzi scheme is, really simple. It's you just go get investors' money and you use it to pay old investors, and all the rest of the money you piss away at nightclubs and cars and all sorts of things like that. So that's really cool. So anyway, it was a Ponzi scheme. It was like, I don't even know that word. Let's have a look. Disguised as a promising guaranteed 4% monthly return for some people. I had a conversation with a person today and they were receiving 7% return. So when they started introducing new people, they started lowering the monthly returns because obviously the colander was leaking a lot of water. But some people I've spoken to, this T-shirt came from an individual who was getting a higher percentage than 4%, which is lovely. And thank you for sending that all the way to New Zealand. That's just lovely. I love it. Promising guaranteed returns, 4% monthly returns, while collecting collecting crypto from new investors to pay old ones. Well, a lot of people were getting paid via the bank at one stage. Well, today, February the 19th, it was actually February the 18th, naughty, rock, 2026. I'm still in shock that we're living in 2026. The hammer dropped in federal court. Now, I could actually do that. I don't know if I can do a hammer. I could use this as a hammer. So in federal court, Goliath Ventures now has a pretty amazing court case. There we go. That did that. Now, the real good thing about this is so far we've had 3 court cases, all filed in Broward County. Get it? Broward. That's how I remember. And they're all internal. So you got Nick Petrillo, and then he's got a business partner and he's invested in Goliath. And then he sold his business selling supplements to a new guy. And then the new guy, the old business partner, and Nick are all got together and they've gone off to the lawyers. And the lawyers put this statement out on Law 360 website stating that there's $1 billion locked up. Well, don't get excited, guys. My official opinion. There is no money locked up. No one's got any proof of any money that hasn't been pissed away, other than a whole lot of assets, which could be a decoy for when they try to claw back anything they can. And I'm saying that because I believe that these criminals do the same thing every time. They literally hide the money. And what I believe they should have done, what they should do is lock these guys up for the rest of their lives unless they release the money, and then it goes back to obviously the people. Now, if there isn't money anywhere, hopefully that will be the case. Now, this investigation has just gone nuts at the moment, and I've been privy to a lot of amazing information. This investigation, to the investigators that I first engaged with, and I've been working by providing information, has actually oversized itself. It is so large that the original investigators have been put to the, well, not put to the side, but they've had other departments coming in. And I shit you not, I always say 6 different government agencies are investigating this, and they are. Now, everyone wants Christopher, Tomo, Matt Burks, Piers Curry, Nick Petrillo put it in bars. Now, Nick Petrillo has 900 customers underneath him, well, 900 victims underneath him, and now he was trying to sue Christopher. And he's in the court documents, he claims that he's basically was the COO of the company and didn't realize that he had that title in the company. But now we find out that he had 900 people underneath him, and now he's trying to sue Chris because Chris isn't paying him. And I've still got people reaching out to me even today telling me they're not sure. But after this come out, this got in my hands about 2:00 this afternoon. Well, whenever it was, 4 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours ago, whenever it was, but 2:00 your time, because I was talking to people in Orlando and showing them the documents, and they were going, "Oh my God!" And I go, "Yeah, I know." So it's all exciting stuff. So it is really exciting. So anyway, today, February the 19th, actually, what is February the 19th? It's actually the 20th. But it's two complicated dates. Anyway, let's get out of here. Let's go, carry on. So the Hamlin family drop Prestige Florida Property Investments LLC has filed a full-blown federal complaint in Orlando. And the case number, all the documents I'm going to show you, you can download them from my website. I've already uploaded them. We even had to pay to get all the files, but we got them all because we wanted them all. So it was well worth it. So they're naming Goliath Ventures, both the dissolved Florida Goliath Ventures and the Wyoming successor company. CEO Christopher Dalgo, Jonathan Manson, Eric Clayman. Eric Clayman is going to court. He's got to be disbarred. That's him over and done with. Just saying, my opinion only. And a fake audit firm. Now, unfortunately, I had 2 lovely people ring me up that put $100,000 in each about 3 days ago, and they said, "But aren't they associated with BlackRock?" And I said, "No, their website that they've been promoting is My Black Block, not BlackRock. BlackRock's a good company. They use names to fool people. So unfortunately, these people thought they were associated to BlackRock, and I said, no, it's Black Block. So this is the dirty tactics that this company's been doing. They are alleging security fraud, sale of unregistered securities, civil conspiracy. Fraudulent indictment. I better get that word right. Inducement, and more. 9 counts in total. They invested, get this, $1.3 million. $300,000 in March 2025 and $1 million. Now, notice this. This is really important. They invested a relatively small amount, 300,000. My T-shirt's worth more than that. And then they tested the waters, started getting the dividends, and this is how all Ponzi schemes work. And then what did they do? They went and took $1 million and put it into it. It's just unheard of. And that was on the July the 30th, 2025. And after some early payouts, everything stopped in October. Now, remember, we were saying that I was surprised when they said October, but in December the 2nd, Christopher, somebody else sent out a newsletter basically saying that everything's going to resume to normal. October catch-ups, November payments, and December's were all going to be back to normal on the 15th and 18th of December. Now, what happened? Well, I usually look up here, and I'm looking down here on the camera today. What happened? Well, you guessed it, kids. They had a big party and blew another $5 million. These guys are good, aren't they? But anyway, nothing happened. And then they started making up all these lies, and we will get into this because this court case actually, I don't know if they've been watching my content, but The funny thing, guys, is that, uh, everything I've been saying is in this court document. And this is why my Avengers today, my watch gives me my notifications. Thanks, Steve. And right now, I've just got an Avenger coming in going, whoa, and I've got my messages here. So if you want to send me a message, it will pop up on my watch while I'm doing my live. But anyway, the remaining $700,000 is gone. So what do they say? They put 1.3 in, $300,000 in March, $1 million in July, and that's 1.3. And then after some early payouts, everything stopped in October. The remaining $700,000 is gone, and the emails attached to the complaint now actually, complaint now were, hold on, what was it say? I'll have to read it.
Show exactly how they were strung along.
Yep. Okay. So all the misleading emails, blah, blah, blah. Fake audits. Oh, goodness me. Clay, let me read my blogs. 115% reserves. Oh, yeah. The 115% cash reserves all gone. Forensic reviews, halts, Christmas Day excuses without MSB delays, restricted. Oh, this is what I've been saying. Restricted wallets and promise of hundreds of millions. Promises from a scammer. Don't listen to it, guys. In excess funds, that never materialize. In this video, here we go. This is the end. I think in this video, we're going to talk you through the actual court file documents, page by page, so you can see it for yourself. How the promises turned into stalling tactics, and how the so-called uh, transparency was just smoke, and why the federal filing is the proof that we've all been waiting for. So I'm so glad now, because I'm not on my normal setup here. We're going to have fun flipping screens. Hopefully, I don't incriminate anybody by flashing the wrong screen. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Hello. There. Oh, that's good. Oh, my chat room's not working, but I don't know how to fix that in a hurry. So we might just have to have a quick wee squiz at that and see whether the chat room is going to let me bring up the chat room. Sound effects. That's not doing it. It's been naughty. All right. So I'm going to have to remove the chat room because it's been naughty. So 1 minute, please, caller. That means you won't see the chat behind me, but there is a lot of excitement there. Love the shirt. Oh, it's good. The same color as your company, Steve. I'll just get rid of that. Is it going to disappear? That's it. And then I might make me a little bit bigger. And I might straighten me up a little bit so you get the best of me. There he goes. Okay, so this is the what I did. I said to ChatGPT. Now, I was on a Zoom meeting with Fox 35. They have actually done a wee interview and hope it's going to blow the skyrocket out of it. And the guy said to me, I'd look better in a polo shirt. So as you can see now, if I am correct, I've forgotten his name. Matt. Matt, if you're watching my video, see I'm wearing the polo shirt. It's ChatGPT version of a polo shirt, but I think it looks very smart. So that's a good recommendation. Thank you very much for that. So they've done a little bit of an interview with us, well, quite a big interview about this case. And obviously, since we're how do I pause that so it doesn't keep playing? Because it's going to use up my bandwidth. Live. Do I just go back there and then stop? And then there's no pause button on this button. Pause? Don't know. Let's just turn it off. All right. So this is going to be a bit hard for me to read, but we will do the Danny thing. We'll go large. Oh, hold it. It's got to go large. Oh, yes. Sure. Goodness me. But we just about blew it then. We'll go down to here. So when promises of 48% returns, the promises of 48% returns turn into endless excuses, audits, and MSB delays. That's not a joint venture. So now we all know exactly what a joint venture is not, don't we? No one's in doubt now. Now, I just spoke to somebody on the phone beforehand, and I just heard some amazing news about my friend Tomo. And I'm not going to say what, but we've got some really interesting stuff coming out there. And there's lots of shady stuff that's happening here. And we're going to blow the lid on every one of these partners. So I got another email today from somebody, and they said, I've been scammed by Goliath Ventures. I've put their name into our database and they did not exist. So there's going to be all these people reaching out to us. We can help you and push you in front of the right people. We are currently working with 6 different government agencies. We're providing them information and we're doing a bloody good job at it. And we're here to help you victims. I'm never, ever going to help you get your money back because I don't personally believe money is able to do that. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but let's get real here. These guys have pissed and hid your money away everywhere they can. They've had a great time. They've got jet rides, millions of dollars spent on jet rides all around the place. And it's just a disgusting thing that's happened. I even went and it's just, I just keep getting all these people who are reaching out to me. And when I get somebody who is associated to it and I haven't heard about their name, it's good and bad. It just means that there's going to be other people out there who are going to be reaching out to us asking for our help. And we're here to help you guys. That's what I do. And that's what we do. And why do we do it? Well, we do it because we just love you guys. But if you want to help us out and get the word out, I do ask you to do one thing, and that's, let's make it right. Yay! There it did. It worked really well. And every time you subscribe, I help you out because I get your screen cleaned on your computer. So here she is. Name is Sadie. And she is absolutely a gem. I might actually see if I can put her back in the place where she's meant to belong. Just while I was doing that, I didn't get the chance to do that very well. And then I'm going to lock it. We'll give her another go and get it cleaned double twice, see if I've got it right this time. Right, Sadie, come back. Thank you. Let's clean the screen. Thank you very much. You did a good job. That's good. All right, so the screen is clean. So thank you for subscribing. That keeps it all going. Where am I? Oh, I'm up here. All right, so we've got so we've got readers as the whistleblower who has been shouting the alarm on Goliath Ventures since September the 1st, 2025. I've documented the red flags for months. And it's not just me. We have a team of Avengers who spend hours and hours and hours and hours researching every rabbit hole. And you might have even seen some of my thumbnails where it looks like I'm actually in a rabbit hole. Well, that's real. We really do go down those rabbit holes. Today's marks a major escalation. February the 18th, 2026. You did get it right, Grok. Prestige Florida Property Investments LLC filed a federal complaint in the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Florida. So even the jurisdiction of this is just making Danny a happy camper. A case number, blah, blah, blah. So here's the proof, here's the receipts, and you can see that Goliath Ventures, this person here, the $1.3 million person, has now decided to go after all these individuals. So this is the first court case where they're not fighting within themselves. Now, if you're looking, I think I did it. If you're looking for this document and you want to get your beady little hands on it, you're more than welcome to go to my website, dehek.com. Click on, scroll to the bottom, near the bottom, my blogs, the last blog that was published, you will see the very one I'm reading right now. But look, if you want to have a quick look through here, you can pause. It's 25 page of, this is like caviar for Danny DeHeck and his team of Avengers. But, it's just, I don't know how to say it politely, but you just can't make this shit up. This is so good. I'm so pleased that this person. So I've been talking to a lot of news agencies lately. In fact, I've got lined up about 7 or 8 of them to talk to. And the first thing they want is a victim. And I said to them, oh, look, here's 3 court cases of partners which are trying to sue Christopher. And they just went, no, that's not good enough. And I'm going, really? You've got 3 people that have put court cases into a court, and the news agencies weren't really keen about talking to them. But they are victims because that's what they're claiming. So I thought it'd be an oxymoron. But this is the everything. This is like, I can't even, where's my camera? Is it here? I've got to look here. This is good shit. This is what the Avengers live for. When we see these sort of court cases, it just pushes everything along. Okay, just want to tell you that. Let's go back. Okay, so that's the first one. Oh, got a bit dizzy then. Let's see if I can get back to my document. So download that. This lawsuit accuses Goliath Ventures, this is just accusations, guys, there's no proof of it, and its principles of running a massive crypto Ponzi scheme disguised as a joint venture, a private equity firm, as they like to call it. The filing includes damning exhibits, emails, agreements, misleading audits, reports that expose a pattern of deception. I've been highlighting this for ages, and I'm just on fire today. For anyone still doubting it's a scam, read these documents. Now, I'm just going to say that for anyone doubting it is a scam, read these documents. Sorry to be so much in your face there, but I think everything is coming out. So don't get me started. Right, now where am I now? All right, so that gets better, doesn't it? So these show guaranteed returns. Can you believe this shit? Guaranteed returns that vanished. Really? Sorry, I get excited. I'll get told off, wake up the neighbours. Endless excuses of non-payment and false assurances. They had insurance for this scam. You could get 5% return per month for your money, and it was all insured. But they never showed anyone the insurance, which is a shame. A massive reserves while investors were locked out. So they had all the money backed up, they reckon. All the money was there, and it was 115% at all times. Investors' funds were secured in a bank account. Now, I'm not responsible for freezing bank accounts, but I am responsible for telling bank people I know to check out this account. And that's what we did. And the Bank of America froze one account, and they come back and they said what my message came in on my watch a few minutes ago. Whoa. And they said that bank account that we froze, the second bank account that we froze, had $100 million worth of transactions in it. 100 million. And it's a crypto company. So the fact that they even had money in a bank account is a red flag, because it's all meant to be used to do liquidity pool trading. And it's all meant to be doing Bitcoin mining. It's what are called Bitcoin mining, they were claiming. So if you go to Goliath Ventures website, and everyone who's a member, please go into Goliath Ventures website and see if you can actually log into the back end portal, because it was down earlier on today. Yeah, we get tip-offs all the time. We're just the bee's knees at the moment. Anyway, we have made all the PDFs available on my website. Dive in and see the evidence firsthand. That's what we're asking you to do. You don't have to believe us. You don't have to like us. We really are there to help you. But some people, I had a big conversation with a couple of people the other day, and I gave them 15 things. For one thing, they said to me, they said, "Oh, but Christopher was in Forbes." And I go, "Oh my God, you can pay to be in Forbes. Just because you're in Forbes, I would be in Forbes if anyone was going to get it. You can have featured articles in these articles." And then they said, "Oh, but he's associated to BlackRock." And I said, "BlackRock isn't the company that you're associated, it's Black Block." And, so a lot of people, this gave them credibility. And one of the persons I was speaking to today said that the only reason they invested is they were given to a charity that they know. So they use these charities to give themselves like testimonials or endorsements, and that's how these scams work. So I don't know if that's anyway. So hopefully you'll now know that it really is a scam, and I will never get 5 months of my life back again. Goliath Ventures, and I've got an acronym in there just for those people who think I don't like them. GVI, marked as a joint marked a joint venture agreement dated on November 2000 no, it's backwards, November the 21st 2024, as a collaborative DeFi project. Investors partners contributed cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, BTC, as you know, and Ethereum into liquidity pools, e.g. Uniswap and also Pancake Swaps. He said at one stage, I saw him. He paid $1 million to stand on the stage with Patrick Ben David, um, to tell everyone that he does liquidity pool trading and does pancake swaps. And also at that time, he did tell everyone, because I just watched the video the other day, that they're all about helping people with their passive income. It's just a win-win all round if you just love Christopher. I think Christopher has actually fled at the moment. I heard firsthand that his car is not parked in the driveway. The lights are. He was spotted driving around Orlando. I don't know where that is, somewhere in America. And he was also picked up by friends, which he's still got friends, which I'm thinking a bit dubious, in a black Escalade. And that was it. Since then, he's gone dark. He's too scared to be in Orlando, and we've heard that he's fled. Now, I don't know where he's gone. I don't know whether that's true, but if you go and check out Reddit and search for Goliath Ventures, there's some people in there talking about me very nicely. And they said things I read today, something about Danny DeHeck has been blowing the whistle off this for ages, and you've all ignored him, and he's a friggin' hero. And I'm going, no, I'm not. I work for Goliath. Oh, anyway, sorry, it's been a long day. I'll explain to you one day. Okay, what have we got? Securities. So they've been the agreement emphasizes mutual effort, votes, and contribution. I'm not reading that right. So let's just try reading a little bit. I was getting quite good there for a while.
The agreement emphasized mutual effort, votes, and contributions, but the complaint alleges this was a facade to evade federal and state securities registration laws, functioning as an unregistered investment scheme that collected millions.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible. Really? People doing that sort of thing? Prestige Florida Property Management LLC made 2 deposits. And then it tells you how much: 300,000 and $1 million. Distributions were allegedly made for a period but ceased in October. Distributions were allegedly made. Is that allegedly?
Allegedly.
Oh my God. Okay, but ceased in October the 25. Oh, the poor people. Some people have taken out mortgages and used the dividends to pay the mortgage. Isn't that how it goes? And the remaining principal, approximately $700,000, has not been returned despite repeated requests. Oh my goodness, that's no good. Federal lawsuit, key details, and episode allegations.
Explosive.
Explosive. I can't say that word, so I have to get it read.
Allegations.
There you go. I'm not going to read that name every time. Let's call them Prestige from now on, and Goliath, blah, blah, blah. The companies are. So here we go. So here's all that. I'm going to have to get them read because I don't get them wrong. Let's have a listen.
Count I, Federal Securities Fraud, Section 10(b) and Rule 10(b)(5), material misrepresentations about guaranteed 4% returns than principal protection. Defendants acted knowingly or recklessly.
Oh, did they? I think they did.
Count 2, sale of unregistered securities, federal. The joint venture qualified as a security but was unregistered.
Yeah, so there you go. Now, we said they didn't have any fencing licenses. We had Matt Burks and Pierce Curry telling everyone that they were qualified people in this industry, which is fantastic. So now this lawsuit is actually it's just saying everything that we've been saying, but to a federal court. Can't make this shit up. This just can't get any better. This has made my night. This has made my night. 5 months. I had the Avengers jumping around, pinging off the walls today, I tell you.
Count 3, control person liability, individual defendants Delgado, Mason, Clayman, exercised control over GVI and are liable for violations.
Yeah, so Clayman was the last person to send out the official newsletter on behalf of Goliath Ventures. Eric Clayman was also, his office address was the same one as Goliath's offices, which would be a lovely place to visit, which I really wanted to go to see Eric because he wrote the contracts and he was also an investor. And he was also technically an advisor for Goliath. Now, is that not a conflict of interest? I invest in a company and I'm going to write my own contracts. And then now he's washed his hands of the company. So the fact that he's in this lawsuit, he must be shitting himself, which is great. But anyway, just getting down there. Did I read that one? I'm going to read it again. Some of these we want to read
Count
twice.
5, sale of unregistered securities, Florida Statute Section 517.07, unregistered under state law. Defendants acted as unregistered agents.
Yeah, so they were pretending they were policemen, but their badges were made of plastic and painted on.
Count 6,
Uh-oh.
civil conspiracy. Defendants conspired to promote the scheme. BlackBlock's independent evaluation report was misleading. Delay communications, MSB approvals, wallet restrictions were part of the lulling.
We'll be right back.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Don't go to sleep on me. That's an elephant. I don't know why, but I like elephants. I think it's because my mum said no one's talking about the elephant in the room. I hope you're enjoying the podcast and you don't want to or even think about changing the record. I've got some really cool sound effects and I just had to find a place to use them. I can do explosions. I've even got a gunshot and a boom. Isn't that quite cool? Anyway, I just wanted to wake you up. Wake up and we'll get into it. And by the way, just grab a drink. I'm going to grab a glass of champagne. Let's carry on. That's good. All right. Grab a coffee if you like one as well.
Susie just sent me a message. Remember, it's Friday morning. Of course it's Friday morning. Jesus Christ. Friday morning. I love Fridays. Friday's my favourite day of the week. Is it Friday morning? Friday morning? Oh, that's Friday morning. Thanks, Susie, for telling me what day of the week it is.
Count
She's such a good
7.
girl.
Fraudulent inducement. False statements induced the $1.3 million investment.
False inducements. I mean, are you guys, give us some love. Oh, I know it's Susie doing the 100%. Anyone else here, subscribe if you haven't. Give me the thumbs up on this video. Let's get these bastards exposed. Remember, I used to be called the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, but everyone thinks I'm into crypto. I don't actually like crypto, just saying. But I got nicknamed that name by the New York Times, you see. But recently I just called myself Danny DeHeck. But for years I've been saying, I'm Danny DeHeck, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Name and shame people. So here we are now, and we're at that moment where we can actually shame these people off the streets.
Count 8. Florida
Afternoon now.
Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act, FDUTPA, deceptive practices regarding investment nature, safety, and structure.
Oh, that's so good. Here's another one. All these counts.
Count 9. Breach
Count
of
9.
contract alternative agreement promised returns and principal repayment, both breached.
Right, the plaintiff seeks resolution. Is that the right word?
Rescission.
Rescission. Afternoon. I'm getting told off. Why is everyone telling me the time of the day for? It's Friday afternoon. What time would it be in Orlando at the moment? Anyone want to tell me that instead of keep telling me all the time? What's the time? Because is it morning time in Orlando? No, it can't be. I don't know. Is it? Oh, let me work it out. Is it 6 hours? So, well, yeah, I'll give up. All right. I'm wondering. I'm wondering who would be. Because normally what I try to do is get my time in right, so I get the early morning traffic people who are driving to work and listen to me in the car. But I don't think that's the case today. It must be evening there or something, isn't it? All right. Platinum is seeking resolution agreement, full return of their 1.3 principal plus interest, attorney fees, costs, and other relief. Other relief. I love to know what that is. Maybe a few martinis. These are allegations not yet proven, and the defendants have not responded. You guys, look, you guys have been naughty on here. What else we got? We've got community. Oh, we're having a wee chat. The Avengers are absolutely over the moon. Sorry, I just this is great. This is actually what we do it for. Like everyone wants them to be indicted. They will be indicted. I've heard some amazing stuff today that I can't tell you guys, but it's just around the corner, is all I can say. And it's so exciting to get to this stage. Right. Okay, so they want what do they want? They wanted other relief. These are allegations not yet proven, and the defendants have not responded. This federal action builds on prior Broward County suits and could trigger SEC FinCEN scrutiny given the securities and the crypto elements. Wow. Hold on, I'm going to write something to one of my Avengers. See. On back. Right. Okay. I've got to send that off just for shits and giggles. Anyway, having a bit of fun. Having too much fun here. Anyway, so what I'm getting at here. Okay. So, well, I can tell you the SEC are investigating this, and trading without FinCEN licenses is just making your whole life very bad. So who's going to be told off first? Let's see. The defendants behind the curtain. All right, just saying. Lawsuit names a web of companies and individuals directly involved. Oh, here up my nose. All right, so first thing we've got is Goliath Ventures in Florida, a dissolved Florida corporation that served as the original vehicle for the scheme. Now, we knew that. They shut down on the 3rd of September. See how it's just in my head because we've been on the case. And then they reopened in Wyoming on the same day. Goliath Ventures Inc. in Wyoming. Why would they rebrand themselves when they're a Florida-based company? That was the real shady thing. So I was only 3 days into the investigation, and I thought, oh, they shut down the company. I thought all my YouTubing career was going to be over. But no, anyway, so they reopened themselves in Wyoming, which is like opening yourself up in the Bahamas. A successor corporation registered in Wyoming, allegedly created to continue operations and dodge regulations. They have used my blogs. I reckon these lawyers have done a good job on this one. Christopher Diago, GVI, which is now I know as Goliath Ventures Inc., CEO and president, accused of masterminding the operation and insulting, misleading communications to stall investors. No way! Imagine being accused of that. Jonathan Benson. Well, hi, Jonathan. Nice to meet you officially. A financial partner who handed investors interactions, including promises of account closures and reassurance about the company's solvency going out of business. Eric Clayton, love you, brother. Look at my t-shirt. Okay. Anyway, Eric Clayton, external corporations counsel and self-described partner with personal investments in Goliath Ventures, who provided false comfort to investors about reserves and delays. He also wrote the contracts, which is really great. Black Block Management, not to be mistaken as Black Rock, aka Black Block Management Services, BMS. You'll get that. The entire entity behind the purported audit, purported, well, that's very official, audit that claimed that Goliath Ventures was overfunded and compliant, which the complaint calls into question as part of deception. Now, that's amazing because Matt Burke has now been kicked out of the church, and now he's going to be kicked out of Goliath Ventures, and hopefully he's also going to be kicked out of the Onyx Reserve, who I believe picked him up and now using him as their operations manager. So we had tried to get more info on that, but the guy, Tom, and is it another Eric, doesn't want to communicate with us. Jonathan Manson is a close friend and business associate of Patrick Ben David. He certainly is. We have the receipts for that. And if you go back through my previous blogs, you will see that we've done that before. These aren't faceless entities. The documents show that their direct, they show their direct roles in the alleged fraud. Oh, the damning evidence and a timeline of deception from the documents. What makes the filing so explosive is the attached exhibits, real emails, reports that trace the scheme unraveling. There, he breaks here, what? Oh, I think we may have a problem. Is that read right?
Here's a breakdown based solely on these court documents, with links to download each PDF so you can verify every word.
Right, so I'm going to read them, and as I read them, I'm going to flick to the PDF so you can see it. So here we go.
Joint Venture Agreement 1.1 PDF. This 20-page contract sets the stage, outlining the partnership but revealing how contributions were funneled into crypto without proper safeguards. It defines key terms like venture, contributions, and confidential information, but the complaint argues it was designed to skirt securities laws.
It was. So that's brilliant. So that contract was written by Eric Clayman, which is even more exciting. And then the second thing, I think we start getting into exhibits now.
Financial Audit Review 1.2 PDF on August 15th, 2025. Email from GVI enclosing a report from BMS. It claims GVI maintained 115% or more of partner balances, with full liquidity and compliance with AML, FinCEN, and CTA rules. The report boasts of a conservative risk strategy and ability to handle all withdrawals, but as later documents show, this was far from the truth.
Yeah. Where's this gone? Did it? Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't open it in a new tab. Oh, we got it back. That's good. All right. So you saw that. Now, we'd gone on about that one for quite a while, about how they guaranteed all the funds were secure. Now we're going to read this one. Let's go for this one.
Closing the account email 1.3 PDF on November 14th, 2025. Message from Jonathan Mason promising to draft a letter for closing an investor's account. It highlights the different process involved, underscoring how even simple requests were bogged down in bureaucracy.
Yeah, so that's good. All right, so have I gone back? Oh, yeah, we'll go back to that one. And then number 4, let's have a listen to this one.
Forensic audit update and October distribution. 1.4 PDF, sent November 17th, 2025. This email announces a temporary halt in distributions due to an ongoing forensic audit. It claims the pause is for gold standard verification and to ensure safety, but assures payments will resume soon. Signed by Chris Delgado. It reeks of stalling tactics.
Reeks of stalling tactics. No shit, Sherlock. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for these people. We're going to fix it though, guys. We're going to help you all become Avengers, and we'll stop crime and we'll stop all these Ponzi schemes, especially in Florida. I've heard it's a bad place to run a Ponzi scheme, but quite common.
Good morning email chain. 1.5 PDF, a November 18th, 2025. Exchange where Mason confirms details from a call with Eric Clayman. Key points. Clayman is a partner with money invested, including his father's. GVI has plenty of money with $100 to $100 million, or even a few $100 million, in excess after payouts, delays due to audits and banking, and advice against personal payouts from Delgado to avoid legal issues. This is pure lulling. Reassurances to keep investors quiet.
Oh my goodness. This is just like the creme of the creme, you know? Just saying. Oh, it's beautiful. It just gets better. I mean, you can't make this shit up. I mean, this is just brilliant, really. Where's my lucky cards? Oh, I'm going to show you something. Oh, 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 ah, ah, ah. You see what I've got? So this is a gift I received the other day. Oh, hold it. Oh, and this is the scammer kit. So the first one is, if you've been naughty, you're going to go to jail. So that's what I'm going to hold up if you've been naughty. So this is naughty, right? If you, let's see what else we've got. If you have been an investor and you become a whistleblower and help us with our investigation, I'm going to give you this card. And that's where you might get out of jail free. And that's if you become an informant for us. Not an informant, but somebody who put together all their docs, and we'll give them. I promise you that if you fill out our form, which is linked with this document, and give us all your screenshots and everything that you've been doing, we will put you in front of the head investigator of this Ponzi scheme, and I promise you he will ring you and make contact with you. He'll email you from a government email address, and then you can we will groom you so you can give your information to them in a proper format. So don't sit here thinking I'm going to do my own law. These lawsuits are not going to work. You need to get these guys in jail, and then they need to be told they're going to be locked up for a long time if they don't hand over whatever's left. That's the only solution. There's no big pile of money sitting there. So that's what I'm going to give those people who come forward. Now, wait, there's more. And if you're and this is what I want to do. I want to visit these guys in prison. So I want to get I want to go see them after they're in prison and meet them and say, how's it going for you? How's that Ferrari going? How's that Lamborghini going? Oh, here you got a new Rolls Royce, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, because the Avengers play with, listen to this. This is a full house, and there's even a joke in there. Now, I'm not really a gambling man, but I'm playing with a full house. Most of these people are disgusting, and it's actually been really, really cool. So I just want to show you my wee gift. One of my Avengers, which we care for a lot, gave me a gift, and it was just absolutely lovely. Thank you very much, and it made it here safely, obviously. What have we got now? So we were up to, got disputed. But anyway, so all these guys, all you need to remember, they are going to jail. But to speed the process up, we need your information. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so Clayman, did we get him? Let's start this again.
Status update from Eric Clayman. 1.7 PDF, a January 19th, 2026. Letter from Clayman's law firm updating on outstanding exits and distributions. It states GVI is in the MSB application process at the 80-day mark, with 90 days average. and institutional wallets are restricted due to policy violations. Claimant claims no further docs are needed, but no approval yet. More excuses.
Oh, that's cool. Don't know what happened then. Anyway, so what I'm getting out there is this letter here. It was fantastic. When we received this letter, you can go to the bottom of this letter, and at the bottom they normally have subscribe or unsubscribe. And then we found out that this letter that was sent was actually on the original mailing list that had stopped. So there was a MailChimp database, and we had all the newsletters, and then that stopped, and then Chris started up a new MailChimp database, and you couldn't access this again. Eric Clayman, and this might help the investigators, which we're happy to help. Eric, well, even the lawyer. Now, I had a good friend of mine ring up this lawyer today, and if he needs help with anything, we're here for you. So reach out to myself and the Avengers if you are the guy that's behind the company that's doing this lawsuit, and we'll help you. We're not against it. We're not against anything that will get these guys off the street. This particular email was really interesting at the time because all of a sudden, Eric Clayman had access to Goliath Ventures email database and could email their client database, which absolutely is unheard of. So, from our calculations, we believe there could be, hey, okay, Rich, we could literally, we believe there could be 2,000 people involved in this Ponzi scheme and scam, and they're coming to us at a great knot at the moment. Unfortunately, I have been out of the office for a bit, and I'm not getting back to all my emails. So if you really want to do contact with me, please do reach out to me on WhatsApp. It's a much more better situation. So what I'm getting at, so this email was really, really important at the time. And I'm telling you this because that showed that Eric Clayman had total control of Goliath Ventures database of email subscribers, which is unusual for a lawyer. So if a lawyer can invest in a company and he can also write his own contract and then also write emails on behalf of the company he's invested in, what doesn't that raise a whole lot of red flags to you? So this letter was like, it's not even on a Goliath Ventures letterhead. So, and then at this time when this happened, have I still got live? Yeah, I have. At the time that happened, it got even more interesting because then we heard that he'd resigned. So that means that Goliath Ventures doesn't have an office address. And then 4 doors down, you've got Oliver Berman, which is the lawyers that were trying to sue me in Orlando. And it's just crazy because it was all in-house mishmash. And then they started using lawyers in Broward County to do the lawsuits, and they're all fighting amongst themselves. The partners are all fighting. But this lawsuit is the hallelujah. So let's carry on because the person who's suing them isn't inside Goliath. Everyone else is inside the mismatch. So it could have been an exit strategy, but this one's really good. So good on you, because if you go to a lawyer now, and this is why we want you guys to help us with your information, we'll help you. Because if you go to a lawyer, like some of our investors have gone to 7 lawyers and they all want $20,000 as a retaining fee. So you're going to lose again. And that's what they want if they take on this case. And then this particular guy that was taking on the other cases was claiming there's $1 billion locked up. There's no money locked up, but he'll take on your case and he'll take your $20,000, no doubt. I don't know how he works.
New company update message received. Outstanding exits and distributions. This January 19th, 2026. Email from GVI links to a shared document on delays, reinforcing the MSB and wallet issues as reasons for non-payment.
Yeah, that's a good date, that one, isn't it? Isn't it, Helen? Hold up, this is a Pixel. Pixel, come on. Pixel. Ah, dog. He came with me on holiday. He doesn't want to sit on my knee. Oh, I'm on holiday. Sit down. It's all right. You? Yeah. Okay, good. Pixel's happy. These documents reveal a clear progression, bold promises, misleading audit for forensics.
Forensic.
Yep. Halts, banking, MSB, wallet excuses. How many red flags do you do? Why is this a turning point? The federal complaint validates months of warnings, unregistered securities, fake solvency claims. What do they call that word?
Concerted delays to lull investors.
Yeah. And a scheme that alleges defrauded. Oh, look, I'm just going to read it. Even though we're at the end of the road, I'm tired.
That allegedly defrauded participants of millions. The securities fraud counts and conspiracy allegations targeting individuals make this especially serious. If proven, it could lead to major repercussions.
Yeah. So if you've invested, download the documents. We recommend that you preserve all your records, especially the correspondence against partners. So we know there's a lot of partners that have a lot of people underneath them. So one day when they all get together with other people that have been victimized, these guys are predators. They've come after you. They've got your money. They've stolen your 401k. They are criminals. These people, we don't want them on the street. So eventually, if they go after people like Tomo, and then all of a sudden they can prove that multiple people had the same sort of correspondence, then it can expose them for who they are and what they do. And that's what we're going after. So to keep your screenshots of correspondence so these partners can go down and help other people. Reach out to the people that are doing this lawsuit. I'm going to reach out to them, and hopefully they will want my help. I've already reached out to them, to be honest. I've got somebody working on it, which is really, really nice. All right, so my picture didn't work there. Let's go back to that. There's a big gap there. That really annoys me. Anyway, so we've got a recovery WhatsApp group, and we don't let everybody in there, and we correspond with you first. So do reach out to us. You can click on that link, and it will take you off to our WhatsApp group. The other thing that you can do, if you just want to bypass the whole system and you love us to bits, we have got this document here, and this document is you can. This is my personal email address, and you can email me directly from that. You can go to tinyurl.com, goliathventures.inc, and you will find this document. In this document, you can connect with me on Signal, which I would prefer at the moment. And you click on that, download Signal. Don't tell me I don't have Signal. You're the one that's lost the money. Communicate with me over on WhatsApp or Signal, because that's how I communicate with people. Email just does my head in. But when I say, oh, we need to send some documents, that's where you can email them to me, and I'll put them in a file system, and I've got a system for that. It's pretty cool. So in here, we go through the whole steps from 1 to 18 of all the things that we ask for you. And it's some simple questions. Your name, you know that, the country where you live, especially if you're in Canada or America, because that's where the scam targeted people. The person that introduced you to it. People are still ringing me up and they don't want to dob their friend or their partner in, and I can normally guess who it is, but out of politeness, I ask, and I like people to answer the question because it sees we want you to share the information with us. But look, go through these 18 questions, email this to me. I will package up your content and I'll give it to the head investigator of this, and they will actually ring you up. And if they don't ring you up, I'll get in their tail and make sure they ring up. So it's sort of my wee guarantee. Now, underneath here, there's some stuff here that I must delete. So, for example, the lawyers that are trying to sue me were actually Olive Berman. And I was telling you that if you were going to go and use anybody to file your lawsuit, you should use them. But they're like the inside companies, so we're going to delete that. And also was going to cause some grief because Eric Clayman here is now obviously in a lawsuit. So don't put a carbon copy of any threats to those guys. It's a waste of time. So I've just literally removed that while we're talking. Have I done the right thing there? There it goes. I deleted two lots of things. No. Has been identified as a sender of communications. Is there more to that? Oh, there might be why. So I just need to get rid of all that there. And won't need that. But anyway, so as I said, for one more time, just for those people who might have just got a pen, tinyurl.com, Goliath Ventures Inc., all one word with a forward slash. Email this to me, connect with me on Signal, and you're done and dusted. So that's basically that. If you haven't been following this, I don't know where you've been. I've been doing this since the 1st of September, and I take my hat off to myself and my Avengers. We looked at the contract. That's all we did. We looked at the contract and said, who the hell would sign this? You guys aren't geniuses, and I don't expect you to be, but it's a hard thing to get your head around the terminology that a lot of these contracts put in there, and a lot of people just bypass it and miss it. And we get it, and we understand that. But when we looked at it, you know what we did? We actually I got that contract and put it into ChatGPT. And I said to ChatGPT, could you please highlight all the red flags? And it highlighted all the red flags about that contract, and it was amazing. And then I said to my Avengers, we better start researching this company because there's too many red flags and a lot of people are going to get hurt. Well, unfortunately, guys, you have got hurt, and we're not here to rub salt in the wound. We do this. No, what we do is we do this free of charge. Well, free of charge. I do ask for donations, so I must get that right. But we're here for you. We're here to help you. We don't want you to lose your money. You may have lost your money. We don't want you to go in a downward spiral. We want you to reach out to us. Let's fight these guys. Let's get these partners. Let's go after their assets. Now, I'm not a professional lawyer. I don't know the law. But what I want to say is that every one of these partners, we've got the video. They were instructed that they were no longer, I don't know, salespeople, executives. They were now partners. And they said, congratulations to them. And they were instructed to set up their own LLC company. And they wanted them to do that to put a legal barrier between Goliath and the individuals who were promoting Goliath Ventures. And they said in the same breath that the clients that these people have underneath them would remain Goliath Ventures clients. Christopher's job was to pay the partners, and the partners would distribute the funds. So even though these guys are trying to save their butts from getting in jail, what you really want to do is you want to file a lawsuit at the partner. Don't worry about Christopher. He's going to jail. He will get squeezed every which way to cough up any of the money. They'll stand on his toe. They'll slap him on the bum. They'll burp him until he spits out any money that he has, or he's going to spend the rest of his miserable soul life in jail. He will start telling them where the money is. Now, these guys, I believe, because I've seen this before, will hide money. And they will hide money. They will guess that they're going to be locked up for 5, maybe 10 years. And when they come out, Christopher's still young, they'll have a pile of crypto sitting somewhere. Well, let's go after the partners, because the partners, if they have a company, there'll be some real clever lawyers out there who will be able to go after every single asset of every single partner. And if you have any chance of recovering your money, it will be going after the partners. So when I saw that one of the partners' names was in this federal lawsuit today, I thought, finally, it is a friggin' good thing, because these bastards are bastards, and we have stopped them, and now we want to do a cleanup. The longer you sit here and you diddle daddle around, the longer the whole process is going to take. Let's do a cleanup. Let's bring them up. The damage is done. The money is gone. Make them accountable, and let's go after their friggin' assets. Let's get these guys out of their Ferraris by the scruff of their neck. Let's take the keys of their Lamborghinis, their Rolls Royces. Let's sell their houses. Let's sell their family, whatever they have that can be dragged out because they've got their name associated with these LLC companies. We need to do it, and we need to do it fast. Don't muck around. Don't let this go on for 5 years. Let's get into it. I'm here to help you. Any lawyer that's listening to me now, anyone that's watching for the latest updates, this lawyer that's done this court case is a friggin' genius. He's a well-respected lawyer. I know of him. I have friends here, not here, there, and everywhere that tell me that these lawyers are top notch. So let's go after these bastards. Come on, I need your help. Don't sit here. Don't stop crying over spilt milk. I don't know if I'm talking to you, but please, get in touch with me. I might not get back to you straight away because I'm getting quite a few messages at the moment, but let's do our thing. Don't do this yourself. You'll just be disappointed. We know everything. We know all the people that were involved in this scam. And I have said this multiple times, and I don't mean to be reckless, especially to my lovely. I will fight this to the death. You won't stop me. You haven't stopped me. And now it's time to act fast. Don't tell me I'll do this next week. I'll give you people to ring. We're currently looking for victims who want to talk to the media. If you've lost money, you tell your story. This will create more awareness. And if you're a victim that's willing to speak to media and you've invested in Goliath Ventures, I can give you 5 news agencies in Orlando. I was filmed over Zoom with one of them, Fox 35, and that was brilliant. So I have a contact there, and I'm being raw and I'm being transparent with you guys, and I've been talking to other agencies as well. And we unfortunately the way the news works, they're looking for victims. So if you're really pissed off and you want to talk, let me know. Anyway, I think we're done. What have we done? What have I done wrong? He's on fire tonight. That's what my Avengers are saying. We are the Avengers. You know, I'm not even going to say it. It's just this has been one hell of a journey. Indictments next. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Boom.